This garden is a mosaic. It attracts people of all faiths, all colors. It involves so-called hipsters and Hispanics and people from Bangladesh, young people, older people, just about everybody is represented in this garden. And so too is New York City. New York City is a beacon, attracting people like my father from the Dominican Republic and my mother from Puerto Rico, people from all over the world who are seeking a future of dignity and hard work and accomplishment. So this is where we come together in the South Side to look at the future of Williamsburg and our community. I joined Citizens Union years ago because I felt that our city was far too segregated by community, class, color, that we needed to really create an organization that can reflect the diversity of our city, the power of its people, and can begin to unite us all to focus on the common good. Well, I'm happy to say that it has become more diverse, that it has really connected with the issues that really are faced by our communities every single day, from school governance to the issue of stop and frisk, from the issue of access to the electoral ballot, to really looking at how our government works and how to make it more open, more transparent, and more accountable. I am particularly proud of our work in enhancing the police department. We believe the police department is the best in the world, but we do believe that there are issues and challenges that we must face, that these issues and challenges are clear to a lot of people, to a lot of New Yorkers throughout the city of New York, and that in fact, sadly, there is police misconduct. So we believe as Citizens Union that we must rise to focus on that, to work with our mayor and to work with everyone to really begin to change that. And I think we've made a dent and we're going to go further. Well, the one thing that I love about Citizens Union is that it is not reflective of some kind of one-party totalitarian state. We are beyond one party or the other, one notion of what is good or the other. I think all of us can come together. I mean, you have somebody like John Avalon who wrote the speeches for Mayor Giuliani, and you have this ex-young lord. How far apart can you get? And yet we both are committed to each other, to Citizens Union, and to the city. To the extent that Citizens Union can really connect with our organizations throughout the city of New York, with various ethnic groups, with various community development groups, with various organizations that are focused on the neighborhood development. To that extent, we will be the kind of force that I think our founders envisioned to really promote the common good. Well, I think it's clear that young people enter at kindergarten. 12 years later, they are very divorced, segregated from the political process. They are not engaged. They're not focused on making democracy work and enhancing democracy and taking their role as citizens. That is a major challenge for Citizens Union. It's a challenge for the entire city, but especially for us, because if we can continue to produce young people who are so divorced from their responsibilities as citizens, as New Yorkers, then we are that far back. We need to change that. We need to really engage with our young people, and to the extent that we can change the system and engage with our young people, to that extent will our democracy be healthier. I think Citizens Union is absolutely accessible. There is a wide range of people involved. There are people like me who are focused primarily in community, and there are others who have had experience in government, experience in major organizations. There's a whole range of people who are ready to talk to anyone and can connect with anyone in the city of New York. We have people from every borough. We're there, but we need to engage with everyone. And that is our challenge, that is our quest, but that is our goal. We, in fact, want to really reflect the city of New York. Well, I think that as we've become a digital nation, Gotham Gazette is clearly the go-to place every single morning to understand what is happening in New York City and how we can contribute and connect. But that's not the only place that we connect with New Yorkers. We have wonderful, wonderful workshops and conversations where we bring everybody together to focus on a particular issue. We looked, for example, at our last one, at the future of New York City. We should be all thinking about what is coming up, because there will be a tidal change in terms of a new mayor and a new city council. We need to think about what kind of policies we need to grow our city for the better. One of our best attended community conversations was on school governance, because that in fact is something that touches most New Yorkers in terms of the public school system. So we think that by going to every borough, as we're doing now, and having these conversations, we're reaching out to the community in a way that I think is extremely important, and in a way that we can get, as Citizens Union, some feedback and make that connection and represent all New Yorkers. There was a time when very few people were listening to the cries of people from the South Side who were badly represented. We had one wonderful politician in Congress, but after that, you know, it was too far and few between. One particular politician, who I don't need to name, who's been in the papers far too long, represented the worst in the kind of honest, corrupt-free, open, transparent politicians that we need. I found in Citizens Union a home of people that could understand exactly what I was talking about, who was as upset about the kind of shenanigans that go on as I was, and who were committed to promote the kinds of policies that would change that. I think all of us want to make a contribution to New York City. It's difficult to know how. We think that democracy is about pulling a lever down every 4 years. We don't know exactly how to become engaged in really expressing what we really feel about the changes we need. Citizens Union is that place where people can come together across color, community, class, and begin to forge the kind of unity that will really promote the common good. I'm proud of Citizens Union. I'm proud of the hard work that we've accomplished. I'm proud of the fact that we still believe we have many challenges to go, that we are not perfect, that we see the challenge of diversity and embrace it, and that are on a path to really reflect the dreams and desires for good government of all New Yorkers.